The further that a society drifts from the truth, the more it will hate those who speak it. This is a statement that I read before that I really think it fits. And I like to speak about today is some truths I just want to get off my chest. Right now, with everything that's going on in the racist Trump administration and with his minions, it is very important to ask, how did America get to be this hateful, this selfish, this separated? And my answer is black people. Now, I bet a lot of y'all wouldn't expect to hear that come out of my mouth, but let me get a chance to explain and see what I'm talking about. So, I want to start off talking about two facts, and they both are dealing with this past 2024 presidential election. Truth number one: 80% of black people voted for Kamala Harris. And that sounds great until you realize that in the previous presidential election, 2020, Joe Biden received 90% of the black vote. That 10% meant something. You look at Donald Trump's previous black vote percentage in 2020, he received 13%. But when running against Kamala Harris, he received 20% of the black vote. You can see that those differences did matter. But my biggest problem when it came to the black community and why I'm staying so pissed off about it is because black people decided not to vote in a high number when it comes to the black population. And what I'm saying is that I do understand when you're looking at it and say, I don't want to vote for either, but that cannot be an option. That cannot be a choice when you look at what we call the lesser of the two evils. When I think about those who decided not to vote, I got a couple of stories for you. I'm going to talk to you about November the 3rd, 1920, in Ocoee, Florida. At the time, black residents had the right to vote, but in this situation, they had Ku Klux Klansmen riding around the streets trying to deter the black people from their right to vote. The black people continued on anyway. The Klansmen and the townspeople shut down the polling place, did not allow the black people to vote. Black people made a stink about it. The Ku Klux Klansmen started assaulting the black people. And when it was all said and done, a total of over 80 black people were killed. And the majority of them had their houses burned down to the ground. All because they wanted their right to vote. It was called the single bloodiest day in modern American political history. There's even a plaque in the town that speaks about this actually happening. Yes, it was a tragedy. Also, on June 21st, 1964, three civil rights movement activists, James Chaney, Andrew Goodman, and Michael Swerner, were murdered in Neshoba County, Mississippi, by, once again, the Ku Klux Klan. The three college students came to town attempting to register black residents to vote. They eventually were missing and being sought after, a major case that even included the FBI coming into town. Their bodies was not found until 7 weeks later, and their tortured and burned bodies were found. This is the situation where these guys, not from that town, was just there to try to help black people with their right to vote. And this is just a couple of the horror stories of people dying just to try to get a chance to vote, or dying because they did vote. And when I say people, I'm talking about black people. Now, here's what I felt when I learned of these cases. Like I said, there are many of them. I look at it like this: these people died so that I and people like me can have a chance to vote. No, it doesn't come with the Ku Klux Klan lynching people just because they vote nowadays. Seems like all it takes is a little bit of laziness, mixed in a little bit of uneducation, mixed in with a little bit of I don't even care. The problem is this: when you don't vote and then something like a Donald Trump happens, how much of that was of your not doing something? I can't stand it when I hear somebody who I know did not vote complaining. How do you have a right to complain when you didn't even do the simplest thing and vote? If you did make this vote happen and Trump is not president, we wouldn't have all these people complaining about, oh, Trump is tripping. Oh, it's all about ICE. Complaining about health care, complaining about insurance, complaining about the economy, complaining about the racism that's openly being done. If those people would have voted, more chance than anything, we're not dealing with narcissist tyrant right now. I used to listen to a comedian by the name of Corey Holcomb. I knew that he was not well liked because of his style of comedy. I knew that he was brash and saying just anything he wanted to, but what made me leave this dude alone, I watched his show once and he absolutely said, anybody that votes is a sucker. Hurt me to my heart to hear that. Like I just told you, my knowledge of those people that died just for us to vote feels like somebody who has an outlet, a number of followers. When you say something like that, you don't know how many of those people decided not to vote because you said it. When you say something like that, you're really speaking against your own culture. And I don't like stuff like that. So I can't support nobody like him. So I left him alone. That's just me. Some people even ask me, man, why does it bother you so much? Because things happen in life that you can play a contributing part to, and when you don't, it can make it worse for everybody. And this is what this situation is. So I went on a little rant there. I apologize for the rant, but I had to get that out there. People died for us to vote, man. And the more we're losing right now before we can get to another election, who says that we're going to get any of it back? And that's just being straight up. I'm going to go ahead and close this out now. And hope you all having a wonderful day. And I'm going to say bye-bye.